The ground was cracked and swallowed me whole. A bitter wind howled down my soul. But I stood up, I stood tall, I rose. I rise again. No shadows remain. Faith is my weapon, endurance my chain. I rise again. I carve my name on the stone of the mountain I overcame. peel it back, let the old fall through the cracks. Die to rise through the ashes. Open eyes, painful cut, steady climb. Die to rise every time. The weight of the world pulls me low. Each choice a chisel, each strike a blow. Obedience whispers soft and slow. Change comes where the spirit flows. Lay it down, let it go. Watch the seeds of mercy grow, mercy grow, mercy grow. Die to rise. The mirror shows the same old face, but inside, oh, there's a brand new space. Thoughts reshape, no chains remain. The weight is gone, the doubt erased, the mind reborn by holy grace. Renewed mind, the old is gone. Through discipline, belief grows strong. I let go, I hold on tight. Truth transforms my inner sight. Each thought a battle, each word a choice. I hear the whisper, not the shouting voice. The old me fades, it slips away. Discipline, sharp belief, like fire, climbing higher, ever higher. Renewed mind, the old is gone. Through discipline, belief grows strong. I let go, I hold on tight. Truth transforms my inner sight. They wear the crown, you know the one. Shiny gold on borrowed sun. Think they rule the whole wide show, but seeds of doubt, they start to grow. Heavy hand it tries to hold. Stories whispered, brave and bold. Iron crowned and rust so deep. Secrets that the shadows keep. Iron crown we will not break. Freedom whispered in my ear. Now trust has drowned what I used to hear. Step by step I move ahead, not by might but by what's been said. The pace is slow but the ground is true. In this example I'll push through. The weight is heavy and bows my back. The narrow path feels like it lacks, but every scar carves his name intact. Downward cling and hold me down, but trust now where's the victor's crown. Step by step I move ahead, not by might but by what's been said. The pace is slow but the ground is true. In this example I'll push through. A shadow creeps beneath my skin. A whisper calls, the war begins. The weight, it pulls me down. But I won't break. I wear the crown. Chains rattle loud, but I'm not bound. The roar of faith that shakes the ground. I stand, I fight, I won't let go. Through fire and storms, my soul will grow. Darkness trembles and cannot stay. In Jesus' name I find my way. The pressure builds. The air turns thin. The battlefield is deep within. 1,000 doubts, they scream my name, but still I rise, I stake my claim. Each wound a scar, each scar a mark. A brighter flame within the dark. I stand, I fight, I won't let go. Through fire and storms, my soul will grow. Darkness trembles and cannot stay. In Jesus' name I find my way. Stone walls rise so high, old names etched in gold. Whispers mine of a story often told. They built it strong and cold. Unbroken chain, you say. We break it anyway. No matter what they claim. We light a different flame. Unbroken chain. Oh no. We watch it surely go. Dusty crowns they wear, empty words they speak. Do they even care? A crown beneath this week, another sun will seek. Unbroken chain, you say. We break it anyway. No matter what they claim. We light a different red flame. Unbroken chain. Oh no. We watch it surely go. so fast. Unbroken chain, we break it anyway. No matter what they claim, we light a different flame. Unbroken chain. Oh no, we watch it surely go. Shadows whisper my name, pulling me down in a wicked game. Every sin a heavy chain, trying to break my will again. The pressure builds a crushing weight, testing my spirit, feeling my fate. But I stand tall, I stand strong. My belief, it makes me long for the light, a guiding star. Jesus brings me from afar. Temptation lurks, a viper's bite, trying to steal my inner light. Endurance etched upon my soul, making me steady, making me whole. The darkness roars a fearsome sound, but in my faith I stand my ground. And I stand tall, I stand strong. My belief, it makes me long for the light, a guiding star. Jesus brings me from afar. The night leans close, it whispers loud. It claws at walls, it clouds the skies, but I won't bow. No, I won't break. My footing sure, no steps mistake. Not my name, not my might. I stand in borrowed light. I stand like stone, unshaken still. Not by my strength, but by his will. The darkness falls, but I remain. Not for my glory, but his name. The storm screams loud, it pounds the shore. The ground may quake, but I'll endure. The weight's not mine, the yoke is shared. I walk unarmed, but I'm prepared. Chains may rattle, shadows grow. The fire tests what truth I know, but love's the blade and grace the shield. His blood the ground where all must yield. I stand like stone, unshaken still. Not by my strength, but by his will. The darkness falls, but I remain. Not for my glory, but his name. self-house its hungry cry. Grips my throat, won't let me fly. Truth ignites the light to die. Grip the sword, don't let go. I hear the whispers clawing. Promises that never keep. A shadow's hand pulls at my sleeve, but I won't let it make me leave. The ground shakes beneath my feet, but my heart refuses to rest, to rage. Through the shadows I rise, under the weight of 1,000 lies. I see the truth that burns and blinds. Through the shadows I rise. Through the shadows I rise. The pressure builds like crushing waves. A prison made of fears we crave. Chains of doubt, a heavy load, but belief turns it to dust, to gold. The storm howls, but I still stand. The fire burns inside my head. Through the shadows I rise, under the weight of 1,000 lies. I see the truth that burns and blinds. Through the shadows I rise. seeds I've sown. Obedience cuts, but it sets me free. Breaking chains only faith can say. It's a death, it's a birth, it's a holy grain. Strength to surrender, a peace refined. Every tear waters hope, every prayer built away, I'm renewed. Though the cost I pay. Put the old self to rest, let it fade. Brick by brick, a new heart is made. Slow like the dawn, but brighter it shines. Through the fire, the mind aligns. The road is cracked, it cuts my feet. Each step of war, I can't retreat. The wind it howls like a lion's roar. I stumble, but I march once more. The weight is heavy, but I won't break. What's every tear the heaven shake? Through the fire, through the pain, I will rise, I'll remain. Even slow, I'll still move on. Faith will carry when I'm gone. Through the fire, through the flame. For His glory, not my name. The mirror shows a weaker man, but grace has held my trembling hand. The dark zone growls, but I see light. The whisper turns my doubt to fight. Through the fire, through the pain, I will rise, I'll remain. Even slow, I'll still move on. Faith will carry when I'm gone. Through the fire, through the flame. For His glory, not my name. When my knees hit the ground, I hear Him say, you're not alone, I've paved the way. Every scar, every bruise, it's all for love. Keep climbing, I'm enough. The shadows rise like a whispering tide. They coil and twist, they taunt and bite. But I am not shaken, not bent, not torn. Calm resolve in the midst of the storm. Not by my head, not by my mind. I hold this ground and borrowed. Stand the ground, though the dark surrounds. It's not my strength, it's not my crown. without fear they weave their lies, but truth is a sword. It cuts so clean. It holds the line where the unseen leans. I don't boast, I don't claim. This is not my fire, not my flame. I'm a branch, not the fame of the border. I'm rooted in the power divine. Stand the ground, though the dark surrounds. It's not my strength, it's not my crown. Stand the ground when the echoes pound. I'm held, I'm bound, I'm standing now. Every day a battle, every step a climb. Falling down in shadows, reaching for the divine. The weight pulls harder. My knees hit the ground. Chains break here, chains break now. Jesus holds me, shows me how. Chains break here, chains break now. Through his power I'm unbound. Temptation whispers louder than the rain, but grace is stronger, washing through the pain. I stumble forward, his light pulls me in. Chains break here, chains break now. Jesus holds me, shows me how. Chains break here, chains break now. Through his power I'm unbound. I fall, I rise, I fight, I pray your mercy finds me every day. No fear to heaven, no fear too loud. Your cross has spoken. I'm unbound. Stand up, stand tall. His name I call. Stand up, stand tall. His name I call. Change fall, change fall. His name I call. Change fall, change fall. His name I call. The road is narrow, the stones are sharp. Each step I take feels like a scar. I carry the weight of the truth I found. It bends my knees but won't break me down. Every stumble, every fall. He walked it first, he walked it all. Footprints of grace on the dust of my days. Every step deliberate, costly and brave. Through suffering, through fire, I learned to obey. Footprints of grace guide the way. first he bore the strain. Footprints of grace on the dust of my days. Every step to liberate, costly and brave. Through suffering, through fire, I learned to obey. Footprints of grace guide the way. I stand again. Break me free. Break me free. Break me free. Jesus, tear the chains from me. Break me free. Break me free. You're the light I need to see. I claw at the walls of my own regret. The mirror laughs, haven't won yet. Hands tied, same fight every day. Prayers echo but the chains stay. Jesus sets us free from the cycle, from the shame. Jesus sets us free from the fire, from the blame. He breaks the chains. He breaks the chains. I scream, but the silence owns my breath. Choking on promises I've never kept. Witness whispers you'll never be more. But grace kicks down every locked door. Jesus sets us free from the cycle, from the shame. Jesus sets us free from the fire, from the blame. He breaks the chains. He breaks the chains. Dead cheeks, same path worn thin. The weight of the world, the weight of sin. But his voice cuts through loud and clear. I've already won, there's no need to fear. from the cycle, from the shame. Jesus sets us free from the fire, from the blame. He breaks the chains. He breaks the chains. Rises up, trust kills the fear. Steady as the light breaking through the night. Every inch of victory in the fight. It's not the speed, it's the weight of the call. I move forward even when I crawl. The shadows stretch, but they can't stay. It will have its way. My knees are bruised, my hands are torn, but I'm remade with each new morn. I don't chase the clock, I chase the flame, the spark that burns in his holy name. No rush, no race, just a steady climb. Every day a battle I face. Chains whisper lies to keep their place. But the cross, it shouts louder still. Unshaken ground, unshaken ground. Though I fall, you pull me out. Unshaken ground, unshaken ground. Jesus breaks the chains, no doubt. Calls a shadowed song, but grace steps in, makes me strong, unstoppable. I rise again. Hands lifted high, knees on the floor. Mercy meets me, always more. Unshaken ground, unshaken ground. Though I fall, you pull me out. Unshaken ground. you